For example, I was on your show a few years ago to talk about the farm murders and the extent to which we were attacked by American media as a result of that. I had someone from CNN come see me in my office in Pretoria and to interview me about farm attacks. And the entire interview was about you. So he would put things to me and say, did you know Tucker Carlson said the following? Do you agree with this statement? And did you know that Donald Trump said this? And are you comfortable with this? And so I paused him at one stage and I said, what are we doing? I thought we were here to talk about farm murders and what's happening in South Africa. But the argument was that because Trump made that comment about farm murders in 2018, it has to be a non-existing issue because Trump is a liar and everything he says is false. And the same with you, because you spoke about it, that means that the problem doesn't exist. And we have to prove that it doesn't exist in order to get to you.
Well, not only doesn't it exist, you're not allowed to complain about it existing.
Yes. Yes.
It's somehow a moral crime to notice and to not like it when people are murdered for the color of their skin.
It's bizarre.
Well, it's not bizarre. They're telegraphing genocidal intent when they're telling you, no, you're not getting killed, and yes, it's a good thing that you are.
Yes, and no, you're not getting killed.
What are they saying?
Yeah, it's no, you're not getting killed, and if you are, you deserve it.
Right.
Because of a variety of things, because the attackers are poor, or because remember all the horrible things that white people have done in South Africa and outside of South Africa. So there's always a justification. And so another example. Just in 2018, again, after you spoke about this and after Trump spoke about this, the president of South Africa, Cyril Ramaphosa, came to America and he spoke at an event in New York. And he said there are no killings of farmers in South Africa. And he just flat out denied the existence of the problem. And he said this on an international platform. He said it's not happening. It's not true. And the worst of it all was how the media knew this was wrong, especially mainstream media in South Africa. They knew that it's not true. And so they immediately rushed to his defense, writing articles like, this is what he actually meant to say. And then they sort of justify what's happening. And so we really do sometimes feel that our biggest battle is not primarily against what the government is doing, but against how the media is reporting.
But just consider this.
Okay, so there's a theory. There was this video that just went viral on social media of this guy talking about how white people are subhuman and all of that. And they get, this is taught at universities in South Africa. There's a theory called Azania critical theory. Azania is a Pan-African word for South Africa. And they actually get this from Americans like Robin DiAngelo, who's this Ibrahim X. Kendi, Ta-Nehisi Coates, these people. They get it from them and then they put an African flavor on it, which essentially boils down to a theory that justifies the targeting and extermination of the white minority. And so the theory, to summarize, goes more or less like this. There's an African term called Ubuntu, which means brotherliness, or it's about your internal humanity. It's a Zulu term. And the theory goes that white people are incapable of having Ubuntu. But Ubuntu is the essence of humanity. So if you don't have it, you're not truly human. So it boils down that the logical conclusion is that if you kill a white person, then you did not actually commit murder. So this is not widely believed in South Africa, but this is taught at universities by university professors, and it's certainly believed by radical elements.